Hello, what's up? It's Chase here, and today we're going to be talking about the 2021 Turkish Grand Prix. Teams traveled to Istanbul for 53 laps around Istanbul Park, a track that was a slip and slide last year. The track had low grip conditions due to a fresh new surface, lack of use prior to the race, rainfall, and standing water. So, how did we fare in 2021? Let's talk about it. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe if you like the content that I'm doing here. It would really help out. And make sure to leave any constructive criticism, your thoughts and opinions on today's video in the comment section down below. And with all that said, let's get back into this recap. Bottas took home the dub today, but it wasn't exactly easy for the Finn. He was defending against Max Verstappen in that white bull for a majority of the race. Max Verstappen finished P2 after starting P2, finishing exactly where he started in the race. Finally, rounding out the podium was Sergio Perez in P3. Sergio started P6, fighting his way all the way up to the podiums and getting a massive points haul for Red Bull and making them my team of the weekend. Max's P2 finish also led to a shakeup in the Drivers' Championship. Lewis is no longer in the lead. Max is now in the lead by 6 points. Mercedes is still leading on the constructors front though, with a 36-point lead heading into the next race in Austin, Texas. The podium places weren't the real story. The real story is unfolded in the midfield, as I tend to find in these so-so races. Let's start with my driver of the day, which was Carlos Sainz of Ferrari. Carlos started P19 after taking an engine penalty. Then, as you're seeing here, he fought his way through the pack to really earn those 4 points, and on top of that, my driver of the day award. Next, let's talk about Pierre Gasly's complete joke of a penalty that he got going into turn 1 of lap 1. So I can make a whole video on this topic, and I just may, but what the heck was that? What happened to let them race on lap 1? What happened to let them race especially on turn 1 of lap 1? So I'm a newer fan to the sport, but this inconsistency is enough to drive you mad. But I'm getting a little too heated on the subject, so I digress. I would love to know what you guys thought about Pierre's incident and the penalty from it in the comments section down below. My final award of this race weekend is the Better Luck Next Weekend award, and that goes to Sebastian Vettel and Aston Martin. Unfortunately, it pains me to do this, but what I witnessed them do today was even more painful and potentially dangerous. Aston Martin took what I'm generously describing as a huge gamble by fitting Seb's car with slicks, and to say the results were disastrous is me being nice.
It's not working.
Seb had absolutely no pace with those slicks in the wet conditions, and I'm no race engineer or weatherman, but I have no idea what they were thinking.
It's not working.
At the start of the year, Aston Martin was getting praise for their strategy and the results that it was yielding, and now they're pulling stunts like this that were kind of dangerous if you ask me. So it hasn't been a great year on the Aston Martin front, and as a fan, I just can't wait for 2022. Overall, what did I think of the race? Solid 6 out of 10. It had its moments, but it was nothing special. It didn't have many talking points other than the Pierre penalty, which I feel like we can all agree is BS. No big battles other than this Lewis and Checo battle, where Lewis almost pushed Checo into the pits. And finally, no big implications. It's still a really close battle between Max and Lewis, and it's still really close between Red Bull and Mercedes heading into Austin, Texas. Now let's take a second to talk about how nice the Red Bull Special Honda Tribute livery was. It was quality. It was meant to be displayed at Honda's final home Grand Prix, the Japanese home Grand Prix at Suzuka. And I mean, that would have been more fitting for the whole design of the car, but this was still a great one-off livery. So those were my thoughts on the 2021 Turkish Grand Prix. Solid, entertaining, but at the end of the day, nothing special, which is funny because that's how most of my ex-girlfriends describe me. So let me know what you thought of the Turkish Grand Prix by dropping your rating out of 10 in the comment section below, as well as who your driver of the day was and your team of the day, as well as what you thought about that Gasly penalty and any other thoughts you had on the race. Make sure to follow me on the socials, Instagram at chaseme_STI, TikTok at chaseme_, and Twitter at chasemorocco, and Twitch at twitch.tv/chaseme_. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one.